Good morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill. I don't know if y'all can hear what's going on in the background, but the birds are going nuts. Let me see if I can't show y'all something. So they were all over here by the shop, back behind it. You can see there's still some, those were all grackles, I do believe. The birds are just going crazy in the fruit orchard. Everywhere. And I think they must know about this cold air that's coming to Alabama. Here's a little nest that was not visible when there were leaves on the trees, but look at that little bitty nest. And before I came outside and heard all the bird noises, I looked out of our bedroom window and the bird feeders out back are completely covered. So that tells me that they are aware. It's just amazing to me that they know that the cold weather's coming, and they're obviously filling and stuffing their bellies so they can be prepared for what's coming tomorrow. 16 degrees is supposed to be our low, with wind chills in the single digits, which is not the norm for Alabama. You know, we get down to the teens from time to time, but this is going to be for a couple of days, so not really looking forward to this. I was coming back to the backyard to see if I couldn't show y'all some of the birds on the feeder. I may just have to be quiet for a minute. I came around here to try to show y'all some of the birds that are on the feed. Well, there went one, just landed. That feeder, but both platforms were completely covered, and I'm sure I spooked them when I walked around here, but something caught my eye as I was coming to show y'all that. Speaking of bird nest, look in this rose bush. You can see there's another bird nest right here. Well, they obviously don't like me being around here, so I'm going to leave so they can get back to their eating and enjoying. This is odd. Look at this. So definitely there was a nest, and I am guessing this was some of the dog's hair from where we brushed them on the porch. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I got a rose thorn. Is that not incredible? That bird nest is made out of almost completely out of dog hair. Things like that you just can't see when there's leaves on the plants and lots of green, but when the leaves fall off, boy oh boy does it make it visible, and you notice things that you didn't even realize were there right in plain sight. So y'all probably have heard me say that I wanted to decorate this wagon for Christmas. I had big plans to decorate this wagon. I wanted to put a Christmas tree. Pocket! Did y'all hear that? She said, come see me. We'll come in just a minute. I had a very good idea. She's just a went in. I hadn't felt up to it. But I came across something that I think will be easy, and it may just put a smile on my face as well as yours to know that I did a little something to the wagon, even if it wasn't what I had planned in the beginning to decorate for Christmas. We're what, a couple of weeks away from Christmas, so you know, as it grows closer, I think going all out is just, it's not going to happen. So with Jason's help, I'm going to get him to spruce up the wagon a little bit and make it seem a little bit more like Christmas. Because while I've got a jacket on, the temperatures today are going to get up almost to 70 before that cold front comes in. That's what I don't understand. How do the birds know it? I mean, they got to have a little intuition, because they're definitely trying to get their food built up for what's coming in here tomorrow. Well, this is a sight to see this morning. A very, very pleasant sight to see this morning. Do y'all see what's standing on, we're going to call it the balcony of the coop? 4 of my Ancona chicks are outside. Oh, there's one under the bus. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but there's a chicken, there's an Ancona under the bus. Here comes some more greeting me at the door. This is good. It looks like they had a party with my egg gathering baskets, though. That's not good. See if you girls can figure out what to do with some treats. Since you had a party with the baskets, here we go. Will y'all come? Let's see. She said, come on, y'all, it's a corn party. Oh, we might have some company. They know that they are getting something special, but will they come? Come on, girls. I'll get some more. All right, come on, girls. Look, there's nobody over here. You don't have any competition. We cleaned out the coop. We got to get the bucket taken over to our compost area. I don't think they're going to come. Maybe I should just take it up here and spread it out on the stairs. Stairs get kind of nasty, but look here, girls. Look at here. Come on. Look. It's corn. It's corn. What do you think about that? Y'all must have had a party with my baskets last night. That's a little much. Yeah, I knew you'd like it. You just gotta come on out. Well, so much for my dust bathing area. You look like you have taken on yourself of making your own little area. You've done a good job. I mean, you could till up a garden, I do believe. You got quite the hole going there. And of course, they do still have their dust bathing area. She's comfortable over here, obviously. All right, girl, don't let me get in your way. Go ahead. They do still have their dust bathing area, but over time, I'm sure this compacts down, and it just, that's why we move them around, because they do a job on the area that we put them in, and they have to be moved. So they've been in this spot long enough to where you can see bare dirt. Plus the grass isn't growing right now, and it's winter time. So it's about to get to that time where we got to get these girls moved. When you can start seeing the bare dirt and they start making their own dust bathing spots, like you can see they've done a number on the grass right there. It's time to move them. Look at there, you can see one of the new girls. She's eating corn underneath the stairs here. She is the only one that appears to be on the ground this morning. But that doesn't mean the other ones haven't been out. She's just, hey, you're photobombing. She's just the one that I see. All right, girls, I know tomorrow y'all are not gonna have many eggs, so that's okay. I don't plan on being outside much more than I have to, and that's to take care of y'all and your friends that are out here on the farm, and I'm gonna get back in, but I'm gonna make sure y'all are taken care of. Got 7 on this side. Let's see, 9. The humidity must be high because these eggs are almost down. 11 and a couple of feathers. 13, 14, and 15, and a feather stuck to that one. I'm telling y'all, the air is awfully sticky today. I took my jacket off, and y'all probably noticed the difference in the volume because my microphone was on my jacket, so I apologize for that, but I am about to fill up the Ancona's water because I am still putting it in the coop. Now, they have access to go outside, but I don't think they've quite made it to that mental state where they know that they go outside to get their water. So for now, they're gonna be babied, and I'm going to continue to fill up this 5-gallon water, as well as the swimming pool outside for Cheese, and the bucket water, or barrel, I should say, with the cups on it for the outside chickens. It's just, it makes me feel more comfortable. I don't want to lose a chicken because they didn't know they had to go outside and get their water. And That very well could happen very easily. Cheese, what you doing, buddy? I got your pool filled up. I did that first. Give this a good clean. Wipe it out. And get this put back in there. And I guarantee you it's not going to be much longer before they do make their exit, because that one is outside. So she knows there's bound to be others that follow. Well, well, well. Today may not be such a good day after all. So I come over here. I didn't bring the camera with me because I had the water in my hand and I couldn't possibly carry the camera and the water at the same time. And y'all, look what these girls did. Completely my fault for thinking I could set the basket right here while I filled up the water. Eggs are everywhere. Eggs are busted on the stairs. Eggs are on the ground. Chickens are enjoying the eggs. Chickens are singing about the mistake. Singing and chattering about the mistake. The bad thing is the eggs were a little damp, so they got covered in dirt. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this basket of eggs to my house. We don't have eggs that look like this unless they hit the ground. And I'm gonna wash them off and I'm going to use them for us, because I don't want to put eggs that have been washed out there on the stand. I just, like Cheese said, I don't know what that chicken is singing about. This is the one. She's walking on the edge of the nesting box. Girl, just go in there and lay your egg. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. So you can see the anconas. Most of them are in the back room. And I have filled up their food and water. So there's another chicken in there with them. That's perfectly okay. They'll make their way out when they get ready. I just can't wait to see what you're going to do. It must be a golden egg. Is that what it is? There's nobody in that box. You're all safe. Go on in. Hey, hey. Y'all, I don't think I've ever had one. What is wrong? I can't wait for her to go in. And when she does, I may just stick around and see what she... What's the big deal, girl? There's nobody in there. There's nobody in that box. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. She's an Americana. You can... Oh, there is somebody in there. There is. I see legs. She's mad at you. You better get yourself out of there. Get your business done and come on out. That girl. Oh. Look at there. We have 2 boxes. That made her happy. She just forgot. She just forgot. All right, girl. Lay that golden egg. They say things happen in threes. So my eggs are nasty, as y'all can see. I forgot to take my microphone off my jacket, put it on my shirt. There's a third thing that's going to happen. Maybe the third thing will be a good thing instead of something that wasn't supposed to happen. At least I can get out of this gate without falling down. She's back to squawking, y'all. She's back on that first nest. And Dee Dee came out with me. I don't know where she went. Usually she goes back in when it's cold, but it's really, really warm. That's what I don't understand about the temperatures dropping so low. Is it gonna be some rain coming in? Nope. Check the radar, there's no rain. There's no wind today. There's wind tomorrow, but no wind today. 2 kestrels. No, not kestrels. What are they? Oh goodness, my mind went blank. I'll think of it in a second. Killdeer. That's what they were, killdeer. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. My brain was just gone for a second there. My goats, my donkeys, my emus, they're all in the wooded area this morning. Everybody's been fed and taken care of. Gus is in the bed. Gus and Loretta. Oh, good gracious. Well, y'all don't get up on the count of me. Y'all do not get up on the count of me. I was gonna come let y'all in the pasture with all the other animals. We let them finish eating before we open up the gate to let everybody together, but things are going very good for these to be joined with the other animals. Loretta, do you hear that chicken? Do you hear her? She sounds like you in the morning. Yeah, first thing in the morning, that's what you sound like. Yeah? Y'all wanna go over here? Y'all wanna go over here? Let's go this way with it. Watch out, there's a gate. Gotta open it this way, yeah? There we go. Y'all go enjoy. Go be with your friends. Loretta says she knows the way. She's not gonna waste any time. Do y'all hear her? I mean, she is incredibly aggravated that somebody's in the box that she wants. Where is everybody? I see Jesse and Honey, but I don't see anybody else. They must be deep back in the woods. How you like it over here, Loretta? You like joining your friends and being able to come in the woods and look for fallen nuts and... Yeah, I know you do. They're over here somewhere. Aha! Y'all had me worried for a second there. I couldn't figure out where in the world could all my goats have gone and me not know about it. Y'all aren't getting out of this fence. No, you're not. All looking beautiful this morning. Even you, Tip, and these two monsters, Jesse and Honey over there. I could see them, but I couldn't see the goats. That's what had me a little bit worried. Trying to get my earrings. Gotta be on your P's and Q's here. That would have been number 3 real quick had he ripped my earring out. All right, now I know y'all are all okay. Makes me feel better. Y'all go back to whatever you were doing. And they think I got something special. I got some loving. That's my special. How's that? Red's doing good. He seems back to 100%. Little Laura, you so sweet. Everybody here's looking good this morning. Good morning, Miss Pocket. I hear all those birds over there. I think they must have moved from the front of the property to back behind us. What do you think? What you doing this morning, girl? Where's Peaches? I came in the barn and I could hear some rustling around and I know what it was immediately. It was Peaches. Peaches is not happy. She's not happy because the gate to her area got closed somehow. And she's wanting to go in there and take her a nap. Peaches, it's early, girl. You already gonna take a nap? Huh? It's so early. You just got up. All right. There's Pocket. You came to see what she's doing, didn't you, girl? Huh? All right, we're gonna open this up wide so you can go in there and get your rest and no worries. So I do have some not so good news to report, and that is the black chicken that I was trying to help that I noticed that wasn't feeling well. She made it through the first night fine. She seemed to be improving, and she was on the mend. I was using a product called Rooster Booster that's just an added vitamin, minerals in her water to try to help her get past that whatever she had going on. And then the next morning after a couple of nights, she passed away. So unfortunate news, but I did everything I could. And, you know, that's all we can do in a situation like that is notice that they need some help and separate them, whether it be in a little small dog kennel, a closet, a cardboard box, whatever. They need to be to where they can recover. Heat is a good thing if you have a place that is heated. That is good. And the temperatures have not been that low. So I did everything I could, and unfortunately she did not make it. And, you know, nobody else appears to have any kind of sickness going on. She was not egg bound. I don't know what she had going on. Do you, Bramble? It's what happened, and I'm always gonna share the good, bad, and the ugly. Hey there, buddy. I see you up there on the tip top of that hay bale. Yes, I do. That is Mr. Sylvester guarding the horse hay. And I hear Mr. Farmer Jason. I believe he's coming in Esso because he knows that I have a little something that I need some help with. So let's hope that's what I hear. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Oh, I thought he didn't have his dog for a minute there. I was about to be concerned. Yeah, he's got his dog. He's got his sidekick, Holly. Look at her. Look at here. Woo-wee! Putting out some exhaust there, Holly. Did you come to help me?
I did.
Thank you.
Come to help you.
I knew that you wouldn't be long. After I told you that I needed a little help,
Yeah.
here you are.
I'm here.
All right, Holly, let's get to work, girl.
Loretta's gonna help too.
Well, Loretta went all the way into the woods where all the goats are. I've had two things go wrong today.
Uh-oh.
There better not be anything else. You know, they usually come in threes.
Oh, goodness.
So the first one was I left my microphone on my jacket and forgot and continued recording without the microphone. The second one was I had the egg sitting on the, we're going to call it the loading deck of the chicken bus. And I went and filled up the Ancona's water, and chickens knocked the whole basket over. You don't hear any chickens clucking, do you? I have a chicken over there, and she was just letting everybody know that she was about to lay a golden egg, and she's quiet now.
Yeah.
So I think I need to go check on her after we get finished with this and see if that golden egg is there.
If it is, we're going to put it on eBay.
Y'all stay tuned. Well, I built this Christmas tree because I felt like the cats needed a tree a couple of years ago in the barn, and I knew I couldn't have a real Christmas tree. So this was stored upstairs above the milk room, and I told Jason, I said, what if I just put this up by the wagon instead of a real Christmas tree? Now, it has lost a couple of ornaments, but we can replace those, and I think it'll just give me a little bit of what I'm asking for Christmas at the wagon. Next year, I'm starting in October. You know, I never understood why people started their decorating so early, but there is no time limit. So next year, we're starting in October. They're going to have stockings for Halloween, and we will be decorated in time because it's just like we've always said, time gets away from us. So you got some ideas of how we can make this stay, and let's get it in the ground. Well, it doesn't look so bare out here anymore because we have a Christmas tree. It's a wooden tree. It wasn't what I had in mind initially. Like I said, it's missing a couple of ornaments, but we'll get that fixed. I need some presents, Jason. I need some presents under my tree, but that is much better. It makes me feel more in the Christmas spirit. And I think we'll put a garland on the wagon. What do you think? Like we did last year? Yeah. Just, and I've got some ornaments that I picked up at a thrift store that may just add a little bit of color. Now I really like the way it looks. Thank you, Jason. I think it looks fantastic. Little Christmas spirit added to the wagon, and some supervisors up underneath. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but they've been here the entire time we've been decorating. And Jason said, wouldn't they love to have one of these Christmas ornaments?
Oh, God.
Wouldn't they just love it? Luckily, they can't get around to this side.
It's not safe.
Oh, it's not safe. Our little wagon display has the Christmas spirit. Finally. Finally. October, Jason. October next year.
Yep, I agree.
So now that we got that taken care of, I'm gonna go over to the coop and see if I see that loudmouth chicken and if she completed what she set out to do. I think I see her running around. I do. So she must be finished. Y'all think every time I come in this door, you're supposed to get a treat. And that's not how it works. That's not how it works, unfortunately. All right, where'd she go? That's not her. Is that her? I don't think so. That's when you know you got too many chickens, when you can't remember if that was the one or not. Let's go see if she's still in the box, and that way I'll know if it's her or not. Look, the Anconas have a friend. They decided to get up on their roost, and they've got a little friend that's joined them. That's sweet of y'all. All right, now which box did she go in? Let's see. Oh, this might have been her. That one is very, very warm. Let me make sure. Let me look on the other side. I'm gonna take that with me. And I've had 3 more eggs be laid since I gathered. There's no colored eggs on this side. I think that was hers. Needless to say, y'all, I think she accomplished what she set out to do, and that was lay her egg, and I think it's that green one. I don't know what she had going on, but at least she got it covered. This girl thought she was going with me, but I want to show y'all how beautiful she is. She's one of my lavenders, and since she wanted to come over and let y'all see her up close, I am not zoomed in. I'm standing right beside her, and she is absolutely beautiful. Yes, you are, girl. You are beautiful. Yes. All right, so you remember that chicken I was telling you about?
Yeah, what'd she lay?
Well, I think that she laid a green egg.
Not a gold.
Not a gold. Not a gold. We do have some gold Christmas ornaments over there, but that's nothing she laid. I need your assistance one more time.
Sure.
One more time.
Okay, what you need?
First of all, I appreciate you helping out with the wagon. That is your forte, and I needed you. Can you read me what that says right there?
Fuel.
It says fuel. And that right there is a fuel tank.
Yes, it is.
Do you have fuel in that tank?
Yes, ma'am. I
need fuel in my skid steer tank. Okay, Could you hook me up?
We'll go fill it up.
We'll go fill it up. Where's your dog?
That thing holds?
My skid steer? I don't know.
I got plenty.
It sure uses a lot of fuel, though. I'm going to have a GoFundMe for my skid steer fuel.
Get a bigger tank.
It takes a lot. Yeah. It's thirsty.
Yeah.
All right, let's get your dog and get on over there.
Come on, Holly, load up. Let's go.
Oh, Esso.
Come on.
She drives sometime, don't she?
Sometimes.
She's not driving today, though. Look.
Crazy.
She drives crazy? Holly, don't take that. Don't take that, girl.
You drive crazy, don't you?
No, she don't drive crazy. You're a good girl. More favor of you.
It's okay.
Could you take me to the barn so I can get the eggs that...
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm laughing at Holly.
I'm laughing at my chauffeur. Holly's got to sit in my lap. We all love you, girl. You're not just Jason's dog. Woo! Thought for a minute there we weren't going. My goodness, and he even said I'm gonna hop out and go get it for you. Woo-wee! Gonna be some stars in that man's crown. You see where I had a little fall? Oh no, don't you dare put those eggs in the back of that truck. They've already had enough today.
I see that.
So y'all probably know we've used Bobby C to put the rest of our post in for our fence that we're going to use along the side of the property and then across the back of our property. And we got as far as taking the post driver off and putting the bucket on before the low fuel indicator came on. So in order for me to use it, I know one thing: I can't do anything without any fuel. So let's go see if Esso can't help me out here. In case y'all didn't know it, I'm absolutely thrilled that my finger has healed to where I can operate this skid steer. I am like a kid in a candy store. I absolutely love this thing. And I figured out that on days when I don't feel so good, I may be able to hop in this thing and get some work done, because it's not, I mean, I have found that I'm not any worse after operating my tractor or equipment. So, yeah, that's my plan. I gotta have fuel though. Here we go. First things first. Let me show y'all how this thing operates. So you gotta put this seatbelt thing on first. And then you go up here and you turn it to put your code in. And that prompts you to crank it up. She always fires up. Do not let this be the third thing. Do not. Crank up, Bobby C. Just like that. She's got a little squeak. That's okay. She's just good and broke in. And now, I mash the button for my implement so I can raise the bucket up. I love it. I sure am glad this fuel tank showed up on Marketplace, aren't you? This thing has been a lifesaver. I need one for gas too. I'm gonna get me a SO so I can put me a gas tank in it.
Do that.
Okay. We used all the fuel that SO had in her. Jason wanted to empty out the tank, and I really think we're close to having a full tank of fuel in Bobby C. And Jason may not know what he did doing that. Oh, I'm in another language. How in the world did I do that? Whew. There we go. Let's see how much fuel we have. Oh yeah, Jason's in trouble. He might not see me till supper time. Let's go. So I'm just gonna prop my phone up in the front of Bobby C and let y'all see what I'm doing. Hopefully the footage will be viewable, and I'll show it to you when we get finished. All right, y'all, so I went back up to the top and parked Bobby C, and I did not have my camera, this camera, with me while I was in the skid steer. So I was using my phone, but I grabbed my other camera, and we're gonna go back down to the bottom here, and I'm gonna show y'all what just a little bit of time did on our property. Now, this isn't something that would work all over the property, I don't think, because there's some trees that are too big for Bobby to take out, that are real tight and close together. But for this little area, I felt like she would do the trick, and I'm gonna let y'all make your own decision as we come down the bottom of the hill here. I've got everything piled up out here in the center of the wide open underneath the power line. Power line's way up there, but that way I can burn it when it dries out, and I won't have to worry about the woods catching on fire. Here we go, y'all. Are you ready? I didn't quite get everything done, but it's a start, and I've still got to get the tractor and push some of this up better. but you can see all the overgrowth and just a few of the small scrap trees that were in the way, that it just opened it up. And this is what our goal is, to let light in. So without sunlight, you can see, I mean, it's a hole right where I've worked. And the rest of it is not that way. It is completely thick with undergrowth, briars. This was one thing I found odd. So obviously at one time they had maybe water down here, because I found a few pieces of these pipes that were buried under the ground. And of course there's no county water attached to it. I don't know if it was attached at one time or what the deal was, but there are a few pieces of those pipe, and I left that dead tree over there. I'm going to leave it because obviously woodpeckers like dead trees, and it's just a start, and it made me feel better just seeing an accomplishment. Now, this right here is a big pile of dirt. And you probably can't see on camera how big it is, but it looks like it's about a dump truck load. Don't know why or how it got here, but it is good topsoil. And so I'm not sure if when they made the power line through here, if they piled up some dirt to make it drivable. But needless to say, once I get some of this debris off the top of it, we can use this for our raised beds in the back, and know that it's had compost being broke down on top of it, and we can mix it. And I think that this may come in handy. But I feel a sense of accomplishment today from decorating the wagon and then jumping on Bobby C. And it's really the first time I've got to utilize it doing something like this, which is what I enjoy. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. And I can't stress enough to try to do something for yourself that you enjoy, because it makes me feel better. It really does. I didn't spend a whole lot of time out here, probably an hour or so. And in that short period of time, I was able to accomplish something, just make myself feel a little better. So whatever you do, don't forget about yourself. And that's easier said than done sometimes, but it needs to be addressed. And today, I've got a smile on my face because I did something that I enjoy. And I hope you do too. Hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, y'all be good.